probably no one hates doctors more than me. And I don't know if I talked about this before. I think I did. Maybe I never uploaded it, I don't know. Birds. But I had to get 3 vaccines recently. Slash I have to still get the other 2. And it has to be done in like a couple months in between always. So it's a really long process. And I really hate it because this happened like literally in the middle of me changing my name and getting my new insurance card and everything. And it took them a while to give me my insurance card. There's a bunch of pigeons. It took them a while to give me my insurance card because I had to give them my birth certificate first, and you know how all of that went. Took a while. And then my mother scheduled this appointment for me, which I originally didn't want her to because I didn't want to go, and it's not like a vaccine I need right now in this very moment. So, yeah, I was kind of pissed about that. And then I had to go there, and then the secretaries, there was 2 of them, and they were kind of like, they were pissed off because my card didn't want to work the first time, even though at that point I hadn't informed the insurance people yet, I don't think. So they didn't even know that my name was changed. So they couldn't have blocked my card. And I'm pretty sure they don't block your card until they give you a new one. Because what are you going to do if you have an emergency and you have to show your insurance card and it's like blocked? Then you'll be in a whole lot of trouble. Yeah. So, for some reason it didn't work on one of the machines, one of the card readers. And then they were mad at me, I think. They were definitely pissed, maybe at the situation, but I was uncomfortable. So I don't want to really go back there, because then they ended up I had told them about the name change and everything. I showed them all of my documents, and they were like, okay, but because your insurance card says this, after it ended up working, they were like, we're just going to put it on the old name, and I was like, okay. And now I'm going to have them like change it or something. I have both insurance cards with me, so I don't know. It's like really weird, and I don't really want to go back because they were pissed, and that makes me nervous. So I'm having like this nervous vomit urge. I haven't thrown up because I never do. It just feels like I should. Which wouldn't be good because I haven't really eaten much today anyway. And then on top of that, the vaccine is super expensive. Like $600 for all of them. And then plus having to pay for the doctor to administrate it, which is expensive too. And, I am insured. I have health insurance. This is in America. But this specific vaccine, even though it's kind of like, it's a type of cancer, I think it's some kind of viral infection you can get that can cause cancer, I'm pretty sure. Yeah, it's not cancer itself. We haven't cured cancer yet, not even in Germany. Yeah. So, it's smart to get it, because it's not going to 100% cause cancer for you if you get it, but like, it would suck if it did, you know? And I don't really know anything about it, and the thing about this vaccine is that if you're under 18, it's free. Your insurance covers all of it. But if you're over 18, which I am, it costs all that money, which I don't understand. Because, like, hey, it's a life-saving vaccine. We live in Germany. we have legal health insurance for everyone. I'm not under private insurance. It's public insurance. So I don't really get that. I really don't. But yeah, so I didn't know that this vaccine existed when I was younger, because no one told me about it, or maybe I just wasn't listening or whatever. But my mom told me like a couple days or weeks after I turned 18. She was like, by the way, there's this vaccine you should probably have gotten years ago. And I was like, oh joy. So what does that mean? And then in the end, it turns out you can't get your insurance to pay for it after you're 18. You literally just have to ask them, and then they can probably like approve it or whatever. Like, I literally went to the doctors and they were like, you know, this is like really expensive, right? Why isn't your insurance, did you ask the insurance? I was like, no, my mom said the insurance can't do it. And they were like, well, they totally can. They totally can. You just have to like write to the insurance. So yeah, I didn't know about that either until I went in there and had to discuss with my mother. And then after I told her about it, and she was like, oh, I didn't know that. And I was like, and she's like, oh, but it's fine. It's like whatever. And then she goes to buy the next dosage, and it costs $100. Or I think it was actually 198, like 198 euros for one little dosage of it. And she was like, whoa, I was told the whole process, like entirely, would cost 180. And they were like, nope. So they only told her the price for like one vaccine thing, or maybe she Googled it, I don't know. So she was under the impression that this would be an under $200 experience, and by dollar I mean euro. And it's not. That's why I said 600, because it's about 200 per vaccine. And you need to get 3. Yeah. I don't know. She said she would continue to pay for it and then retroactively ask the insurance, because I don't really know how to do that. And she said it should work this way. So I'm just gonna keep being like, hey, get me another paper so I can get that thing. But yeah, I'm super nervous. I feel like exploding. But look at that, it's fall. Isn't that nice? I cut my bangs recently. Did you notice? I don't want to go in there. I hate going in there. And last time I went home and I cried the whole way home, and then like 3 hours after, and for some reason I feel like doing it again. But I can't do that. Golden hour. I'm gonna kill myself. Hey, it's me. I'm walking back to my house. And I was there, and I was so nervous, because of the secretary people, and I think it may have been the same secretaries, but I don't remember. I low-key did not, when I get scared of people, I don't look at their face, and then when I see them again, I've already forgotten what they look like, because I got so scared. What was I saying? Oh yeah, and I got the vaccine, and it hurt, and my arm hurts. And I sat in the waiting room for longer than I did anything else. So I guess that's just like the experience of going there. But like overall, it's not even been an hour. I left the house at like 15 past 3. But like, wow, an hour passes fast, doesn't it? I was in the waiting room for like 10 minutes, which doesn't sound like a lot, but when you're sitting for 10 minutes, it feels like forever, especially when you're uncomfortable. So yeah, I went there and I showed them both of my insurance IDs, because I took my old one out of my fucking folder that I have with all of my documents. And just to be sure, I also took the old and new birth certificate if they wanted to see it again for some reason. They did not need it. But I took everything. And last time I forgot the little vaccine pamphlet where every single vaccine I've ever gotten in my life is in there. So today they had to write up both of them. So I did everything good. Did everything the way that it was supposed to be done. Oh, everyone's home now. Sorry. Or maybe they're not, actually. I know that my mom sometimes goes to work by bike now. She got a new fancy e-bike, and she's been liking it so far. Time to get my keys. Check it out. Alien. So yeah, my arm hurts now, but it was okay. And I think my anxiety has just been getting worse for no reason, because I really don't know what has been doing that. I sent someone a picture. Okay, it said Trash Panda. I sent them a picture of a cardigan with raccoons on it. And they said something panda. And I was like, that's not a panda in my head, but they said Trash Panda, which is the internet word for raccoon. I'm gonna go have a sandwich.